Motherhood is activism, right? No matter what your race, no matter what your ethnicity. And I think within the mom movement, there's something special about Black moms. My name is Tracy Baxley, and I am a mother first, and I'm an educator and a coach and consultant, and all those things that pulls them all together is this idea of belonging. And so I call myself a belonging advocate. So I work in the spaces of diversity and inclusion, anti-racism, and how we can raise the next generation of children to be more compassionate and more plugged in and more socially conscious. My children are biracial, but I raised them to know that they're Black in the world. I really wanted to start having more dialogue around what it's like to live in Black skin is where I started. And then it was more like, how do I get other parents engaged in this idea of a village, raising kids in a village, right? So that we all are responsible for everybody's children, no matter what race or nationality we are. It's really about getting to know everybody's story a little bit in order to know that we all have to support each other, and we all need each other in order to really kind of change the direction in which our world is going, really. Late 2019 is really when I started the Instagram. And actually it was probably about maybe 8 or 9 months before everything happened in the world. And that made people more aware that what's needed in the world and what's really important. After George Floyd, after the pandemic, people really start rallying around some of the information that I was putting out. And I think a lot of, particularly white moms, said to me during that time period that they were looking for a place that they felt safe to ask questions. And I'm an educator. That's my profession. And so I never shy away from you asking questions that you may not feel asking somewhere else, or that may seem like you're uninformed, because I feel like that's my job as a teacher and as a Black mother. I want everybody to understand what's going on, hear my story and my children's stories, and for us to raise more kids that are compassionate and open-minded, open-hearted, and socially connected. I think that parents as a whole were not having the conversations that need to be had around social justice issues. People are moving away from, the colorblind theory of it's okay, we all get along, we don't see color, or I want to protect my kids until they're old enough to understand. Parents are really starting to get behind the idea that it's never too early. I think as Black mothers, we have to reach out to other mothers. We're so used to doing it all and being there for everybody and being that strong Black woman. But I think especially this past year, the mental stress that comes with that can be quite overwhelming. And I think finding a village for yourself that you can talk about it and know that you're not alone, and know that other moms are experiencing some of that anxiety or fear. And I think the more we talk about it, the less taboo it becomes, and the more we can support each other. Motherhood is activism, right? No matter what your race, no matter what your ethnicity. I think a movement of moms can change the world. And I think as Black mothers, we have to tell the narrative for our kids that we want them to hear. And I think there are a lot of more counter things out in the world. And so as a mother of Black children, we have to show them the joys, the love of being who they are, of what their ancestors did in a positive way, to let them be the blessed generation that's here now. And so I think there's a special way of showing up as a Black mother that may be different from another group of mother. And it's not better or worse, but definitely there's something different and something special. I am hoping that the social justice parenting platform continues to grow. I'm hoping that it becomes normalized in other spaces. And I'm hoping that we will see the benefit of pulling together to make changes in all of our homes, because really, if we want the world to change, it has to start at home. My children are my why. They're the reason I wake up every day. They're the reason I keep going every day. And I just want them to feel like they belong. And I want them to grow up with the legacy that it is important to give, it's important to get involved, it's important to be active. And so I'm hoping what I'm doing, the work that I'm doing now, they will see that it was a way to create habits for them to be more compassionate and kind in the world. I think that's the legacy I want them to have when I'm gone.